What are you in the hospital for?
My foot.
You're in the hospital because of your foot.
Yes.
Not
One.
Happy New Year! Not quite, but it is almost that time, so to celebrate, we are having a seafood boil to kick off the new year before the ball drops.
Exactly.
So before we get started,
we're gonna do a thumbnail.
Let's do the thumbnail first.
Yes, it's thumbnail first. Okay.
All right.
We normally don't do thumbnails.
Let's do one more. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's start this meal off right. Let's pray. Dear Lord, thank you for the food that we are about to eat. Bless the hands that have prepared it. Bless those who are less fortunate. May the food nourish our bodies and sustain us. In Jesus' name, amen.
Amen.
Let's do it.
So today we have, these are snow crabs, legs, shrimps, corn cob, eggs, and lobster tail.
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome.
So everything I made.
Yes, the wifey did it. She's amazing. She's awesome.
Shrimp. I love corn on the cob. Can't wait to dig in.
We just gotta make sure that not too much gets stuck in our teeth.
Yeah. We also have two different sauces. This is a spicy butter sauce, and then this is a lemon butter sauce. This is light butter.
Mm-hmm.
I think vegan
And
butter.
This is
Regular
butter.
Okay. I'm gonna try this.
Punish this food right here.
We're gonna talk about
which lobster tail did you want? That one?
whichever one
Doesn't matter. Okay. Always leaving the tough decisions to me. I'll give you this one because it's prettier. Pretty lobster tail for a pretty lady. Yes, I know it's corny, but it's true. So today, as we eat, because we don't want to eat in complete silence, we're going to talk about two different movies that we've recently watched on Netflix.
Let me just.
While she's having her mouthgasm.
This corn.
So, first off, let's start with Birdbox.
Now, I'm falling off a chair. We actually both have different opinions about certain things. We talked about Birdbox and
Let's get it out of the way. We both like the movie, but I'm assuming we both had different expectations.
we had different expectations. One more thing. Water. I have Pinot Grigio, and Garrett has GQ has
Like a homemade
lemonade,
iced tea, juice mix. All right, so about Birdbox. What are your thoughts on the movie?
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the movie. I thought it was very creative. I thought it helped people to see how strong she was. She basically cared for her kids without even being able to see. And she taught them. That was his shrimp. She taught them to
This is hard work. Just giving y'all a heads up. If y'all are planning on doing a seafood boil with lobster tail, it's quite a bit of work because you got to get all the meat out the shell before you could even have an opportunity to enjoy it. But anyway, let me not cut you off. So the mom, she displayed a lot of strength, looking out for her children.
Exactly. This is a lobster tail. I don't even know how to open this.
I just discovered how to open it. You just crack it. Crack it in half, slide the tail out.
Some gooky looking stuff in the lobster tail. Is that how it's called? I don't remember lobster tail having gook.
Is that what it's called? Gook?
It looks like gook. I like crab better.
Don't say that in front of the lobster. I might get jealous. Okay, so now what was your personal opinion on the movie though?
My personal opinion was it was pretty good. It was pretty intense.
What did you like? What did you not like?
I liked the theme. I didn't like how it was a little bit graphic. Well, I like graphic, but not too gory, you know? Took a while to build on what the heck was going on. Like, we all kept saying, okay, what the heck is going on here?
Well, it kind of started out in the middle of everything.
Yeah, so it was kind of like that. Like, what the heck?
And then they did a lot of flashback sequences. So it kind of drops you in the middle of the action, and then it flashes back to kind of basically show you how they got to that point.
So, it was a good concept. I love Sandra Bullock. That black guy, I forgot his name. He was, one of the highlights.
Continue. Please continue.
I've never seen him in anything. I've never seen him in any movies, but
You certainly enjoyed seeing him in this one. We'll leave that alone.
It was good.
Anything you didn't like?
I didn't like that all the black people died, but I'm kind of getting used to that.
Oh,
Scrambling.
spoiler alert. All the black people died.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't say that. I mean,
Well, all the important black people died.
no.
Because there weren't there a few black people in the end at that place?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I guess we gotta double check that. I'm pretty sure there's like a few sprinkled in there.
Oh, this lobster, I don't like it. I'm going on some more corn. But if I had to give it a score, I would give it a
We'll give it a That's what you're giving it?
strip. I'd give it a 8 out of 10.
8 out of 10? Okay, so I like the concept. I even found myself entertained during the movie. But when it ended, it was almost as if I was like, well, dang, that's how it ends? That's how everything gets resolved? That's it? And it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. I guess maybe it's a testament to how good the movie was and how much suspense was built to the point where all of a sudden, now there's no more suspense, there's nothing to be anxious about because now they're safe in whatever location they arrived at. I did think it was smart that the survivors were visually impaired.
Yeah.
Because
I thought it was very creative.
Because how are they gonna fall under whatever spell that was that made people lose their minds and go crazy. It was a little creepy though, seeing that thing in their eyes. Like when they saw whatever they saw, and then their eyes changed color or something like that. Whatever that stuff was in their eye.
You mean the people that were infected?
People that were infected, they had like this weird, like their iris color.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, that was creepy.
Very disturbing. Now, mind you, I'm not really a horror film type guy. I'm more of a like thriller fan. Like Get Out, movies like that. Oh, by the way, Us.
Oh, I'm excited for that.
We need to see that. I did a trailer reaction not too long ago with my son. I didn't really get to expand on what I thought about the trailer because my son boo-booed his pants. Had to handle some business, fatherly duties.
I also did a reaction with my son.
Hashtag.
Haven't posted it yet, but I did it.
Hashtag daddy duties. But I think from what I understand, Jordan Peele is doing a series of films that are supposed to be like a social commentary horror type film, and they all take place in the same universe. So I'm assuming that Us takes place in the same universe as Get Out.
Oh, okay.
And if Get Out is any indication,
Look at that. It is perfect.
A whole piece. If Get Out is any indication of how all of his movies will be, then I am extremely excited. And once again, I'm extending.
I'm eating all the shrimp. Save some for you.
I'm extending my services to you, Jordan Peele. If you need an additional actor that just needs to walk by in the background,
An egg.
for like 2-3 seconds, holler at me.
Holler at me too,
I
Jordan.
know I gotta build myself up to get speaking roles, but hey, man, I'll start somewhere.
You got Lou Peter, you need Peter too.
True. Most definitely, man. I'm really looking forward to Us. Now, back to Birdbox. I liked it until the end, and the ending made me not like it so much because that's all it built up to. It was like suspense, and then we're done. End of the movie. That's it. Didn't like it. So if it wasn't for the ending, I would have loved the movie, but I just like the movie.
I don't know. I like the ending.
I give it a 7.
Did you see that ending coming?
No.
I didn't see it
Not
either.
at all.
And when you
But it was like it ended too soon because like there was no explanation as to where this force came from. I think that's kind of what I want. I wanted closure with this force that's possessing people. Okay, you're safe. That's great.
But remember, they did say. Remember, I'm not cutting you off. Just point something out about your explanation. They did say it's the end of the world, post-apocalypse. They said that in one of the scenes.
Okay.
I remember them saying something like that. So isn't that the explanation? It's kind of like
a bit
purge.
vague though, because it's like, okay, end of the world. But what exactly is this force? Where did this force come from? Is it still out there? What about if it really is the end of the world? This strange force, how are they going to take care of the people that can't see it? Are they going to do something else? Where if you hear something, you know what I mean, then they get in trouble.
It's my third one.
I just felt like there was no closure when it came to what was causing everything to happen. There was closure in terms of everybody getting to safety, which was fine. But in my nagging little mind, I'm like, okay, cool, they're safe. But what about everybody else that doesn't know about this school of the blind? You know what I mean? What about those people? Those people. What about the people that are still out there? You know what I mean? What do they do? how long before they eventually get caught because they don't know how to get to a safe place. No, it's just, I don't know. Maybe I'm being nitpicky, but that's kind of what I wanted. Not that I was upset that the people were safe at the end, but or the people that made it to the end of the movie were safe. But
Splash.
yeah, it's the only thing I didn't like. That's why I give it a 7.
Okay.
I hope I'm not making sense.
You make sense.
Okay.
I
Now,
totally understand.
let's get to Bandersnatch.
One more thing about Black Page.
Black Page.
Birdbox.
Birdbox.
A lot of people has been knocking it like crazy though. Online.
There's been a lot of mixed reviews online.
I've seen a lot of knocks, like a lot of people saying bad things about it.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think it was a terrible movie, horrible movie.
You know what the problem is?
Sandra Bullock is a great actress.
Oh no, of course. I think the problem was that it was overhyped. People were like, "Oh my God, Birdbox, Birdbox! You gotta see it! You gotta see it!"
Yeah.
I feel like if people just kind of calmed down with building up the expectations, then it would have been an enjoyable movie. But now it's like when you come up to somebody and be like, "Yo, this movie's amazing," in your mind you're like, "Oh really? Let me see for myself." Now you have your judgment goggles on, and now you're ready to point out why it isn't.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas I'm making such a mess, but it's so delicious, so I don't care. But yeah, I feel like next time I'm gonna try to avoid listening to the hype.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna go in fresh, with no expectations, because I think that's the best way to enjoy the film.
Yeah. Definitely.
That's kind of why I really honestly don't want to see any more trailers for Endgame, Avengers. I don't want to see any more trailers for Endgame, because they already have my money. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even though they said that the advertising campaign that they're doing right now, for whatever, any trailer that they release for that movie, from this point on, they're only going to use footage from the first 15 minutes of the movie to avoid spoilers.
Oh, okay.
Which is nice, but I still don't want to see it. I still don't want to see any more trailers, besides the one we just saw.
So I don't let
And I thought, even the one that we just saw was too much. Because how the heck did Ant-Man get out of the quantum realm from which he was trapped in at the end of Ant-Man and the Wasp? Spoilers. Okay, now let's go to Black Mirror Bandersnatch. What did you think? Black Mirror Bandersnatch is basically an interactive film. First of all, if you're a big fan of Black Mirror, the series, you're going to be super intrigued about this movie that they did. No, it's not season 5. Season 5 isn't out yet. However, they released a little Christmas treat, and it's an interactive movie. So there's certain points of the film where they ask you, "Hey, do you want to do this or you want to do that?" And you get to choose what you want to do in the movie, which I believe is going to be the future of filmmaking.
They have a lot of games like that now.
Mm-hmm.
So I really do think that in the future it is going to be the future. Also, something that I think is going to be the future of movies is the virtual movies.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you have the
Oculus Rift.
Oculus Rift or
Or the Oculus Go.
Either one, you can watch like little 10-minute videos and stuff, movies. You can pay to watch little movies and stuff. Or you can be a part of.
You could also, I know certain YouTube videos have a virtual mode where you can watch some of these films with your goggles as if you're actually there.
Yeah. But I thought Bandersnatch pretty good. Let me just get some of this.
I apologize for how messy we are, but it's a dirty job and somebody has to do it. I'm gonna be real ghetto real quick because I don't have to dip things one by one. I'm just gonna do a little bit of this.
There's so much different endings. We watched it over and over again to make sure we got all the endings. I don't think we got all the endings.
I don't think we did either. But
it was pretty good.
Somebody on Reddit released a flow chart of all the endings.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna have you check it out a little later.
Okay.
Thought it was pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. I've never done anything like that, like experience. Why don't you try this one?
Okay.
This is like the vegan. Did you want any more egg? I think I already had 2.
I just had one.
Alright, so I'll leave that one for you. You want any more corn?
No, this is my second one.
This is my 4th corn.
Jeez. Okay. Overachiever.
It's my 4th corn. I love corn. I love corn. Put some onions on the corn.
So you enjoyed Bandersnatch? Just like you're enjoying the food.
Bandersnatch was good. I just don't know. It's so dark. Everything is so dark.
Everything in Black Mirror is dark. You have to go in expecting things to be dark.
Yeah,
that's what Black Mirror does.
But I'm trying not to spoil it. But that scene that we did.
Are we spoiling it though? Because there's so many different endings that the viewer can have. I think spoiling one that we may have experienced isn't really ruining the experience for them.
The one ending I thought was very silly.
I have no idea what you just said.
There's one ending that I thought was very silly.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. There's one particular ending that's extremely meta and so self-aware of what it is that when you get to it, you're gonna be like, wait a minute, are you serious? Like, without spoiling it. Is there a way that I can explain without spoiling it? You're gonna come across a choice that's going to make you wonder what role you the viewer has in this viewing experience. So like I said, it's extremely self-aware when it comes to that particular scene. I'm gonna spoil a little bit, I'm sorry, but it's the best way I can describe it. There's gonna be a part where things are happening and he's gonna get frustrated, the main character. His name is what, Stefan? So something's gonna happen. He's gonna be working on the computer on something. And something's gonna happen and he's gonna be like, who's doing this? Who's there? Somebody give me a sign.
I ate all the shrimp, so I have to give you some.
And all of a sudden,
oops.
2 choices are gonna pop up on the bottom of the screen. The one on the left is gonna make you go, what the heck is this? I promise. As a matter of fact, if that happens, please leave a comment below this video to let us know how you reacted.
I was like, no, don't pick that.
I want to pick that choice over and over again.
But we picked it a couple times and then it says explain.
Then explain more, tell more. It's very self-aware.
It is.
It breaks the 4th wall, big time.
But then, when you do pick it, something so outlandish happens.
And random.
So
it literally comes out of nowhere. Like, why did this just happen?
It made absolutely no sense.
It didn't.
But
it was funny.
It was hilarious. Gosh,
because it's totally out of left field.
This is so messy.
And delicious.
And delicious.
I personally want more films like this.
I agree. I hate this part. Looks dirty. I'm not gonna eat that. Don't eat this part.
Don't even look hard.
This black part right there.
Okay, so we'll just say that.
Okay.
So we just ignoring it because it's black?
No, it's okay.
Why we gotta be so racist?
It's not. You eat it then. I ain't eating that.
I'm not saying that I was gonna eat it. I'm just
I
saying why are we ignoring it because it's black?
Because it looks like it's sick.
You're right. It looks terrible. Not because it's black. It just doesn't look well.
Yeah, it doesn't look well.
So yeah, we'll leave that piece alone.
See if I can get a good piece of chunk out of this.
You failed.
Yeah, drastically.
Mm. So now let me ask you this: are you gonna take both of these?
Mm-hmm.
You can't finish? Are you tapping out?
I can finish them, but I don't want to be a pig.
You're not being a pig. You're just being a person that has food that they don't want to waste.
Well, I've eaten 4 corns, a lobster tail. Lost count of how many of the
I feel like that was only because I was running my mouth
all
so
the
much.
shrimps, 2 eggs. I could finish it. So what did you think about Bandersnatch?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I loved the experience because it was like every time you went back and redid something else or made another choice, it was like you were unfolding and learning something new about the story. And then the cool thing about it was almost as if when you got a chance to go back and do something over again, certain characters in the movie knew that you were doing something over again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like in the beginning of the movie, a character says something, but then when you go back and try that same thing again, the character says, "I know you from somewhere."
Yeah.
Or something like that.
Yeah.
I thought that was really cool. I thought it was pretty smart
sure.
to throw that in.
See you in the next life.
And like when they first say it, you're like, "The heck do you mean?" But then when you do it again, it's like, "Oh, I get it."
And something else I liked is like if you choose the wrong thing, it kind of
Gives you another chance to
choose
do
the
a
right
redo.
thing. Yeah. Because some choices you have to make.
There are certain things that the movie will force you to do,
Yeah.
especially if it sees that you're not making the right decision. It's weird. Me saying that the movie sees you making a decision.
Because like that scene when he's like, "Do you want to talk about your mom?" And he was like, "No."
And it's just like, I'm gonna ask you again.
No.
Now you have the choice to say yes this time, or you could just be stubborn and continue saying no. That's totally up to you.
But I feel like if I said no again,
They would find a way to get you to
would
say
she
yes
still
anyway.
ask him? I wonder.
No, she said fine. That's okay.
Oh, she didn't?
She did. She left him alone because he was like, I said no, and she backed off.
He came out.
What else? I'm trying to think. Some other parts that force you to do something. Oh, when that part where I'm just gonna spoil it. Sorry, if you didn't see it by now, then oops. There's a particular scene where you have the choice to take a drug.
Oh, yeah.
And
you're like, no.
I went, the first time I took the drug just to see what would happen in the film, right? Second time around, I chose to not take it. However, when you choose not to take it, later the character puts it in your drink.
Oh, I spelled it.
And you end up having to take it anyway. We'll clean it later. So, there's little things like that. Certain decisions,
Yeah.
you have no choice. It's going to make that decision for you. So, but like I said, the characters And the movie itself
I guess you like that one better than this one.
is extremely self-aware. Hold on, let me try it again. Maybe I didn't get a good taste.
That one has the spices in it, so you probably like it better because it has the spices. This is just a vegan.
This is alright.
It's a vegan butter.
It's not bad.
Vegan butter is just not as... It's just plant-based, right?
I would assume so.
Okay. Let's get this digging in. You want no more crab legs?
Hmm?
You want no more crab legs?
I was thinking about taking this body.
Let me take it.
I don't want to eat the whole thing.
Are you full?
No, I'm not full at all. Just want to be generous.
No, go ahead. I ate 4 corns.
I'll leave the leg. I'm taking the body.
Wait, 4 corns.
So, what were some things you didn't like? What were some things you liked about Bandersnatch, Black Mirror?
I liked interactive. Like it allows you to be a part of the movie. I didn't like some of the outcomes, but that's Black Mirror for you. It gives you.
Black Mirror is dark. You have to expect everything to be dark to get through anything related to Black Mirror.
Yeah. But I didn't really learn what the story was with the therapist. I didn't like that. I wonder if that was a different ending.
What do you mean?
What's her deal? Like
she was
why?
working with the dad.
Oh, she was?
Mm-hmm.
But why? Like now I can hear you saying
She had a role in
the
experimentation because they were experimenting. That's really what the whole thing was. It was an experiment.
So did his mom really?
No, his mom really died.
So what are they experimenting?
Oh wait, you know what? No, I don't even know if the mom really died because they were. I don't know if they were implanting.
But there was a scene.
Certain things in his mind to give him trauma.
Mm-hmm. Do you want this?
Yeah.
You don't want no more corn?
I had 2.
I had 5.
And if you like the point that much, you can have it.
Oh my gosh. I'm the mukbanger here.
There's probably a lot of people screaming at the screen. It's not mukbang, it's mukbang, or whatever. We're calling it whatever the heck we want. Just putting that out there.
A lot of mukbangers
Call it mukbang.
I watch call it mukbang.
If I say it right, I say it right. If I mess up and say it wrong, it's not the end of the world. I'm just gonna put it there. Oh man, this is delicious.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of work, but it's delicious.
This is not a cute date night outfit. I mean, dinner.
Yeah, if you're trying to look cute
Better
on
have
a
some.
date,
Better have some shrimp.
don't eat seafood and don't eat ribs.
You gotta eat steak with the knives.
Maybe steak and lobster. 'Cause most likely the lobster would probably be pre-shelled or de-shelled, I should say.
I don't like the texture. Lobster is something, I don't know.
It's an acquired taste.
I never got used to it.
No? I do like crab more though. I'm not
I
gonna-
like crab better, yeah. Crab is so much better. Just my opinion.
Shrimp is like
I
baby
wanna-
lobster.
Yeah. I want to try. I like shrimp. I like shrimp. I want to try
You know what though?
king crab. We've
I
had cream
think-
crab.
Yeah, we have.
King crab.
We had queen crab. We've never had king. I think when it comes to lobster, I think it's where you get it from. Because
Yeah.
remember, we had lobster from Red Lobster.
Oh yes,
and
it was
then
different.
I don't know if we had Red Lobster from Crafty's Crab,
I don't think so.
but the lobster from Red Lobster is pretty decent.
You see me sucking this finger? I shanked it open, so it's bleeding. There's a cut, so every time I
Please be careful.
try to cut my crab leg, it hurts. It really hurts.
So what would you change about Bandersnatch? From a critical point of view.
I would make more black people. I'm joking. It's a joke.
You'll have more black characters in the film.
It's a joke, guys. Don't take me seriously.
Here's the thing.
I say stupid stuff. Don't say that.
Let's say we put black people in the film, right? And we're supposed to tell them what to do. Let's say we try to get them to do something, and they turn to the screen and go, "Oh hell no, I'm not doing that." You could press OK on the remote all you want. I'm not doing that. I'm doing this. That's probably what will happen.
I'm joking. I don't think there's much I would change about it. I think it's very creative. I love the concept. I feel like they should do more movies like it.
Yeah.
I love having a decision. And there's been so many times when you've watched movies in the past and you're like, man, I wish she did this. I wonder what would have happened. I wish she did that. I wonder what would have happened. So this actually gives you that opportunity. There's so much movies I watched. Even watching the Birdbox, I was like, if she had done this, I wonder if that would have, like
for example, that scene with Lil Rel. Something happens. Okay, whatever. It's just gonna spoil it.
Yeah.
So,
spoiler.
In this particular scene, somebody's trying to get in to where they're hiding. Now, in the movie, Rel ran full speed and pushed the individual outside, right?
Yeah.
But then, in pushing him outside, he also ended up outside with him, and therefore allowed the individual to kill him.
Yeah.
I would have just ran and did a drop kick. Because that way I kick him outside and I get to stay my black self inside, away from the danger.
Yeah, I would have changed a lot in that movie. Like, what would have happened if the black man...
If
the cute black man, Sandra Bullock's boyfriend, what would have happened if he just hid and ran out with them?
Right. Well, he was trying to be the hero. He was trying to keep them away from the family.
Yeah. And
so he figured, let me be macho and divert their attention away from her and the kids, and hopefully it'll allow them to get to safety.
Yeah. He was a hero.
Wasn't no punk. Wasn't too smart, but it is what it is.
We are almost done with this crab.
This is my favorite part of the meal. When I'm done peeling everything,
he does it different.
All I gotta do is eat.
I eat as I go. He does it the smart way.
I like to take my crab or my lobster, take all the meat out of the shells, put the shells aside. Then I can relax and just eat. Yeah. Instead of crack, eat, crack, eat, crack, eat. Nope. I crack, 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 crack. Eat.
Crack, 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 crack.
Say that 10 times fast.
I know. I actually, I'm not supposed to be eating seafood, but
wow.
I love it. It causes my eczema to come back.
Really?
But I don't eat it
I
all
feel
the
terrible.
time. I don't eat it all the time. So, and it's so good that, you know, every now and then I spawn once.
You sure you want me to finish?
We haven't had seafood
In a while.
in a long time ago days. It's the last time we had it.
Hilarious.
So, I think I'm good.
We'll probably be eating regular food for a little while until we're ready to eat this again.
Yeah.
So we better enjoy this.
If I do a seafood boil, it's gonna be like not all this shell stuff.
So you're gonna de-shell everything before the video?
No, I'm not gonna do so much of this shell stuff. I'm gonna do like one thing of king crab or something.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to break out, but people love seafood boils, so if they want it, I'll do it.
So,
I just have a lot of eczema while I'm doing it.
what is it about seafood that people like watching other people eat?
I don't know.
Out of all the foods that people do mukbangs or mukbangs,
maybe they have shell food allergies like I do, or they love seafood like I do, but they can't eat it as much because they're allergic to it, because it causes them to break out. Some people are very allergic to really allergic to seafood, like your sisters, where they can't breathe when they have it, you know? They have like an allergic reaction to it.
Right.
My allergic reaction is just eczema.
But the thing is, if somebody's allergic to something, why would they want to watch somebody eat that very thing that causes them to have a reaction? It's like making a vegetarian sit and watch somebody do a mukbang on steak. You know what I mean?
Funny thing you say that. A lot of mukbangs, a lot of mukbangers that aren't vegan have a lot of viewers that are. I don't know why. Maybe because they can't eat it, but
is it that they can't
watching
or
you
they
eat
won't?
it because they're vegan.
Because I know
because they're vegan, they can't. They won't eat it, or they
right.
can't.
But some people are vegan by choice. Some people are vegan by health reasons.
So whatever the reason is, they're vegan, so they can't eat it, and they like to see it, or they like to see people eat it. So watching you eat shellfish, or watching you eat chicken or beef or whatever you're eating, they get that sense of
participation.
Feeling like they're doing it. Like when I let's say for example, I'm in the hospital and I can't dance and I'm sad, but I love to dance, and I turn the TV on.
Wait. Please paint this picture from the beginning.
What
happened? So you're in the hospital.
Uh-huh.
You love to dance.
Uh-huh.
But you're sad.
And I can't dance.
Now, when you say you can't dance, like you can't physically dance?
Physically dance. I can't get up and dance because I'm in the hospital. So
what are you in the hospital for?
My foot.
You're in the hospital because of your foot.
Yes.
Not even an explanation of what's wrong with your foot, just your foot.
Whatever the reason being, I'm in the hospital and I can't dance, and I love to dance.
Okay.
So
I'll give you a pass.
Dancing makes me happy. So what do? I watch
because
dancing.
You can't dance, you're sad.
I'm just kidding. You asked me for that. Shut up. You asked me for an explanation. I don't know what is that? Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, follow, dislike, put your negative opinions, put your positive ones. We take it all.
Don't push the negative first. I'm just gonna steal a page from Tyrone Maddox's book. If you enjoyed this mukbang, hit the like button, subscribe, and share. If you did not, I'm not gonna say the whole thing because he might hit me with a copyright.
No, don't say it. Just don't.
If you did not, still like it, still subscribe, and you can hit dislike all you want. You know what I'm saying?
Because we ain't gonna stop you.
It's whatever you want to do. Thanks for enjoying this meal with us. Actually, we enjoyed the meal. You just enjoyed us enjoying the meal. And till next time, we are out.
Oh, subscribe to Hot Sauce Empress.
Subscribe.
And also subscribe to those
GQ
people.
of those people, Bars of those people, Soul Patch Adams of those people, Danger Felix of those people, and of course, those people YouTube. All of those YouTubes, all of those handles. Subscribe to all of those.
If you want to, you don't have to.
No. You will. You need to.
No.
Subscribe to those.
You don't have to.
You will not be sorry.
Subscribe to me, and you won't be sorry. Have
a happy New Year.
And healthy New Year. We wish you many blessings, and make sure you try a glass of Pinot Grigio when the ball pops.
Yes, a plastic glass when the ball pops. Not the ball dropping, but anyway, you understand what we're trying to say. We love y'all. Happy New Year. Much love and blessings, and we are out.